Namaskar everyone and welcome to Astro Satvik YouTube channel. First of all, thank you so much for your lovely response on my last video. I read your feedbacks, I read your messages, and I was so happy for such a beautiful response. Okay, thank you so much for it. Now today's purpose of making this video is to teach you blank chart. Okay, I know there is a lot of air around this topic, blank chart. Every other guy in the community, Astro community, is talking about blank chart. Okay, today I will be sharing 5 techniques of blank chart, 5 variations. Okay, I have around 10 to 15 techniques of blank chart, out of which half of the techniques I will share today, half of the techniques in some other video. So this will be the part 1 for blank chart. Okay, for part 2 you need to wait. Okay, maybe next week or in few days you will see the part 2 also. But before I begin that main topic, I want to give you the reference of KK Goel Sahib, KK Goel Book Company. He owns a bookshop in Delhi and he has in his collection all the rare books which are not found anywhere. Okay, which are not found anywhere. Now most of you guys were asking me from where you can buy SK Mehtaji's books because those books are not available anywhere. So I want to tell you, please buy it from Goel Sahib. Okay, Goelji has a collection of all the rare books and I personally bought it from him only. Okay, I tried a lot to get that book, but unfortunately was not getting it from any of the sources. But then one of my friend told me that Goel Sahib has this book with him. Okay, and he sells it. So I just bought it from there. You all can order the books from there. Okay, you may be living in any of the corner of the country. He will get it delivered to you. That's not an issue. Okay. And after taking permission from him, I'm sharing his contact number today. I will post the contact number there in the comment box and there in the description. So you can just WhatsApp him, call him, okay, message him anytime and get your books ordered. But yeah, his specialty is rare books. Only those rare books which are not found anywhere. Whether it's SK Mehtaji's books or any other astrologist books, only the rare. Okay. Yeah, other common books are also available, but yeah, you will find the specialty of his is the rare books. So go ahead, buy the books from him, learn it. Okay, the third book is most wonderful, where you will find the techniques for predicting day of marriage, day of job, day of accident, okay, day of childbirth. I'm telling you the day. Okay, this is the date you will get married. This is the date you have a child. This is the date you will join your first job. All these techniques which people think are lost from astrology, all of them are found in the third book. Second book I think deals with a combination which are very rare, and the first books give you a very clear idea about basics. So he has written 3 books, you can order it from there. And I want to share with you a good news that by your blessings and by God's blessing and especially SK Mehtaji's blessings, we are finally receiving the original handwritten notes of Mehta Sahib from his oldest surviving student, who is around 85 years old. We are indebted towards the uncle. Okay, all the credit of this goes to Vinayak Bhatt Bhai, because Vinayak Bhai did a lot of hard work for it. I insisted him, please get the notes, and he tried his best, and luckily the only surviving student I think who has handwritten notes of Mehta Sahib, he is finally giving us those notes. I will personally travel to his house and get the notes done. So thank you so much. It's your blessings. It's your SK Mehtaji's blessings. You showed so much of love for him. So finally he is guiding us for a bigger goal. And when I talked with his student, with Uncle Ji, then he told me that what Mehtaji shared in the books was his rough work. It was of no use. Okay, it was master. That was merely a rough work. Like sometimes we do rough work and we just keep it aside. That was something which Mehta Sahib did in his books. His original knowledge was still hidden and only written in the notes. Okay, and those notes we will be receiving. So it is a great blessing to get them. Okay, so yeah, now let's come to the topic, the blank chart predictions. See, for blank chart, what is a blank chart? Basically, blank chart is nothing. It is just the framework of a chart. Okay, how a particular chart will behave when you remove all the planets from there. That's what is the blank chart. Okay, suppose you have removed all the planets from a particular chart and you have to make prediction how you will be seeing this chart. Okay, how you will be telling, okay, this is particular event will happen. That is what the blank chart is. Okay, now the credit for blank chart goes to Sunil John sir of Saptarishi Astrology for his contribution. Okay, because everyone knows he's the main inspiration behind the blank chart D60. Okay, the world knows it. It's not like I don't need to tell it, but still I would love to give credit to him for inspiring people like me to work on this method of blank chart. Okay, now see what is the basic funda behind blank chart. Basic funda behind this is the technique number one. The technique number one is just remove all the planets, look at the house, look at the Rashi there and predict. As simple as this. Like for example, how I decoded it, I was just sitting in my room and I was just thinking, Cancer ascendant, Lord Ram had a Cancer ascendant. 6th house has Sagittarius sign of Brahmin. Okay. 6th house of Akal Mrityu has a sign of Sagittarius signifying father. 6th house of disputes has a Sagittarius sign showing a Brahmin, a king. So I just thought that he fought with the greatest Brahmin, the greatest king ever, okay? The most knowledgeable person out there, that is Ravan. So 6th house Sagi worked very well. And his father, King Dashrath, had an Akal Mrityu. Because as soon as Lord Ram left for the Vanvas, the King Dashrath died. Also it was not a normal Mrityu, it was a Kal Mrityu. So I just thought that if it is working in Lord's Ram chart, because see, whenever I learn a new technique, I apply basically it on charts of Lord Rama and Lord Krishna. Okay. So when I was just thinking over this blank chart again and again, I just thought, okay, 6th house Sagittarius. So 6th house shows disease, enemies. Okay. Akal Mrityu, Sagittarius sign shows father. Sagittarius sign shows Guru, Brahmin. Okay. And that is what his life story was. Are you getting it? Now technique number one, just look at the 6th house Rashi. You person will get disease related to 6th house Rashi. Why? Because 6th house is a Rashi. 6th house is the house of diseases. Only 1st house and 6th house can give you disease. 8th house can give you a chronic disease like cancer or AIDS or those diseases which take long time to cure. 12th house will finally take you to hospital. Okay, and put you on the bed. But 1st and 6th houses are very important when it comes to give disease. So 6th house signification is what? Disease. Look at the Rashi present there. And take this Rashi, take the planet body part signified by that Rashi and test it on the horoscopes. You will find that body part will always be faulty. Always be faulty. For example, Aquarius Lagna, problems related to heart, chest, lungs. Gemini ascendants, problem related to sexual organs. 6th house has Scorpio sign. In Aquarius ascendant, there was Cancer sign. That's why I predicted this. Sagittarius Lagna, 6th house has Taurus. Something to do with throat, face. Okay. So disease related to face, throat. Leo Lagna, Leo ascendant, 6th house has Capricorn Rashi of knees. I have seen several cases, Leo Lagna people getting an injury on the knee. Leo Lagna people's knee is getting replaced. Okay, there is some or the other problem in the knee or the near the leg part because Capricorn signify that. Are you getting it? Aries ascendant, 6th house as Virgo Rashi. Virgo signify diseases. And it's present in the 6th house. Okay, Virgo and 6th house signify intestines. I've seen several Aries ascendant people having some or the other problem in the intestines. Okay, intestines. Are you getting it? Pisces Lagna native, 6th house has Leo Rashi. Leo Rashi signifies stomach. These people suffer badly from stomach issues. Most of the time they will having gastric or some or the other issue because 6th house of disease has Leo Rashi. Are you getting it? How to look at this blank chart? Did you got the approach? This is all the blank chart is. But see, I will be discussing limitations also. When to use, when not to use. Because if blank chart was the ultimate thing, Rishi would have ended the Shastra only by describing the Rashis. Rishi would be like, there is no need to explain about planets, nakshatras and all other things. Let's just write about 12 Rashis, 12 houses and we will be making prediction. So, blank chart is not the ultimate thing, okay? It's just one of the method to predict. And when to predict? When a particular house is empty. when a particular house is empty, it is not influenced by any other planet by aspect or any other thing. Yeah, the results will be there. Even a house is occupied by a planet, results will be there, but then those results will get modified according to the planet, because then when planet, ultimate thing is the planet, when it is sitting there, it will modify those results, okay, according to it, according to signification of that planet. Even if a planet is aspecting that particular house, then also the results will be modified to a certain extent. This is the reason most of the great astrologers avoided this blank chart system. Okay, so I'm giving here a big key for the blank chart. Use it only when you see an empty house. That will be much better, because I know this blank chart starts failing after a certain extent. After certain period of time, you will start saying this blank chart is not working so well. Yeah, there is a method to get accuracy here also. There is a method which can give you 100% accuracy in this method by using blank chart. But that is one of the variation. I will discuss it later on. Okay, are you getting it? Now, you got the idea. 6th house is house of enemies. If 6th house has Cancer Rashi, then your biggest enemy is in your own house, or can be your own relative. Cancer, 4th house signify relatives and your family members. So biggest enemy can be in your own house or one of your relative. Are you getting it? Okay. So similar, like Pisces ascendants, 6th house has Leo Rashi. Okay, Leo signify bosses, Leo signify government. I've seen them, they most of the time they are into some or other dispute with the government or with the authority. Pisces ascendant people, in one or the other legal issue, because 6th house represent disputes. Leo Rashi going there, okay, dispute can be with the authority. Okay, are you getting it? Okay, similarly use other relatives signified by a Rashi placed in the 6th house to predict, okay, which relative can give you trouble. A.V. Sundaraman ji, okay, the greatest Nadi teacher, okay, I don't think he needs an introduction. In one of his posts, I saw this technique. Okay, I was very much impressed. He just posted each lagna. Okay, Aries is the lagna, 6th house is Virgo sign, so this and this relative will trouble. Taurus is the lagna, 6th house is Libra Rashi, so somewhere the partner or the spouse will fight with the Taurus lagna native. Gemini lagna, 6th house is Scorpio, some or the other where the in-laws will be a troublemaker for the native, because Scorpio 8th house signify in-laws. Are you getting it? Cancer ascendant, some or the other issue with the guru, father, Brahmins. Are you getting it? Similarly, Capricorn lagna people, Gemini sign in the 6th house, some or the other issue with the siblings, neighbors. Gemini signify siblings and neighbor. Are you getting it? This is how you can use a single signification to make stunning blank chart prediction. And now use that concept of house rotation, which I taught in the last video. Rotate the house. Make 9th house as a lagna. Look at the Rashi present in the 6th house. Predict similar things for the father. Okay. Like for example, Aquarius is the lagna. 9th house has a Libra Rashi. Bring it to the lagna. Okay. Now look at the chart for the father. Now this Libra lagna is for the father. Now for the father, 6th house is Pisces. Aquarius lagna persons, the father can have some problems in the feet, because Pisces signify feet. Okay, are you getting it? The father can have some problems due to loans or due to some major losses in the life, major loss. Okay, Aquarius lagna, major loss to the father. Similarly, you can predict for the mother also. Make 4th house as the lagna. Look at a particular house, Rashi there, and predict. This is as simple as this. This is what the blank chart is. Are you getting it? Now, the other thing is other way to predict using blank chart. Look at where that Rashi of a particular house belonging to Kalpurush Kundli goes in the natal chart. Like if you look at the Kalpurush Kundli, it is Mesh Lagan Kundli, 6th house and Virgo signify diseases. Look at the house where this Virgo sign is going in your chart, in your lagna. That house will be the problematic house for you. Okay. Because in Kal Purush, the 6,000 Virgo signified disease, debts, enemies. Now look at the Lagna of the chart again and see where that Virgo is going. Related to dead body part, there will be some health issue for sure. Okay, related to dead relative, there will always be some disputes, some fights. Okay, like for example, Leo is the Lagna. Second house has Virgo Rashi. Make a blank chart prediction. The Leo Lagna native is wearing a specs, or he has some or the other problem in the teeth, due to which he has got RCT or all those things. Okay, Gemini Lagna. Okay, fourth house has a Virgo Rashi. There is some problem in the heart, chest. Okay, which is giving him difficulty in breathing, because fourth house is the Virgo. Are you getting it? I hope. Now this is another way to predict. You can use it any way around. You can look at the house and look at what the Rashi is going there, or you can take that natural Rashi from the Kal Purush and look where it is going in the chart and predict. Are you getting it? Like Gemini Lagna people can buy a car or a home on a loan, and that loan can become a biggest mistake of their life. It might become difficult to pay off, because Virgo sign now goes in the fourth house of property, vehicles. So buying property vehicle on loan, and that will become the problem for the native. So Gemini Lagna people should not buy property or vehicles on loan, or if they need to buy it on someone else's names. Okay, don't buy it on your name, because then the Virgo will give you results. Now this is only for the case when that fourth house is empty. Now suppose that fourth house is occupied by some other planet. Suppose Venus. Now Venus is Digbali in the fourth house, and a debilitated Venus is very good combination for wealth. Okay, and if this Venus is making other Neech Bhang Raj Yogas, then it can be a great combination to have in the chart. Then person might get lot of luxury vehicles in the life, lot of comfort, lot of properties, a big bungalow. Okay, so ultimate thing is the planet is the ultimate result giver. That particular planet will deliver the ultimate result. Are you getting it? Similarly, third house is the house of neighbors. Okay, your surrounding, what is around your house within the 100-meter area, that's the third house. Got it? The neighbors, the surroundings. Okay, what's there around 100-meter in your house, that's the third house. Now suppose third house has Virgo Rashi, Cancer ascendant people, then something related to Virgo will be there very near to the house. What Virgo signifies? Virgo signifies health, clinics, okay, or the hospitals, clinics, hospitals, chemist shops. Okay, because Virgo signify all these things. See, it's all about how well you know the significations. If you know the signification of the houses and Rashis, then you can easily make blank chart prediction. If you don't know, then nothing can be done. Okay. So, suppose third house is Virgo Rashi. So there must be a clinic or hospital or a chemist shop nearby Cancer ascendant people. Virgo also signify a kind of a dirt or a damp land. So it can also be there. Like Leo Lagna, there is third house as a wing Libra Rashi. Libra is a Rashi of Venus. It shows females. So prediction was there is a female, there is a girl's PG in your neighborhood within 100-meter, and the native was shocked. How you predicted? I was like, third house is Libra Rashi. For sure it will give a girl's PG there. Okay. So this was the most stunning prediction. That you have a Leo ascendant, third house Libra, there is a girl's PG there. Now all the Leo will not have a girl's PG. Now this is the technique. Now how you need to use it, when you need to use it, how you need to use 10 variations of it. I think today the video is so long, like 20 minutes it have crossed, so I will be only be able to discuss the one variation. I thought for 5 variation, but I think it will only be one today. Don't worry, I will make the blank chart. I will start, as I told, I will be starting a series on blank chart. So we will giving out 10 variations. So I think I will be making 10 videos on blank chart only blank chart. This is the first variation and the core technique for blank chart. And which of the books have mentioned it? See, there is a book, The Secrets of Kal Purush Revealed. The Secrets of Kal Purush Revealed. I don't remember the author's name right now. I think it was Rakesh or something like that. The Secrets of Kalpurush Revealed. That book has already explained these secrets of blank chart. That look at the house, look what Rashi goes in that house, predict using that. Now take the Rashi from the Kalpurush Kundli, see where it is going in the chart and make the prediction using that. Now add the exaltation, debilitation concept of the planets, make the prediction using that. So this thing is already being discussed. Okay. By Rakesh ji, I think. Rakesh Vora ji. Yeah, Rakesh Vora ji. If I remember correctly, the author is Rakesh Vora ji. Book is Secrets of Kalpurush Kundli Revealed. If you want to learn blank chart secrets, just read that book. That book will teach you 90% of blank chart secrets. Okay. And this first video is somewhere from there only. Okay. So there are several other books. I will keep revealing those books. I will keep revealing those techniques. Okay. But for the timing, I hope you got it. For example, Libra is ascendant, third house is a Sagittarius Rashi of a temple, school, university. Make a blank chart prediction to a Libra native. You have a temple or a school or a university within 100 meters of your house. I found it working most of the time. It works well. Are you getting it? Similarly, suppose 10th house is a house of career. Look at the Rashi present in the 10th house. It will tell you a lot about career. Like Gemini ascendants have 10th house Pisces. 10th house is the Pisces Rashi of foreign. So these people have a very high probability of going to foreign lands. I know several Gemini ascendant people, they have worked out in foreign lands. Aquarius Lagna people, Scorpio sign goes in the 10th. Something to do with occult, something to do with hidden things. Okay. Are you getting it? Similarly, now let us discuss about Scorpio. Scorpio shows hidden things, or it's like a well which is very deep and hidden. Lord Ram had Cancer ascendant, 5th house of children, had Scorpio Rashi. This 5th house was empty in his horoscope and he didn't knew about his own children. Can you see the beauty of the technique? Like, this is the most beautiful part of this blank chart technique. It can explain you the story within a second. Like Cancer ascendant, Scorpio shows hidden things, Scorpio shows well. Lord Ram had a 5th house Scorpio, he didn't knew about his own children while fighting. He was fighting with them, he didn't knew that these are my own children. He remained unaware with that fact. So wherever the Scorpio goes, or whichever Rashi goes in the 8th house, significations related to that will remain hidden in your life for a long extent. Okay. Are you getting it? I hope this thing is also very clear about how to use. See, now what you need to do is learn about 12 houses, each and every significations of it. Learn about 12 Rashis, each and every signification of it, and mix them and make a prediction, and it will be working. But see, wait for the variation. Okay, I will be sharing 10 more variation. Wait for them before you totally jump into this method. But yeah, I hope you got a glimpse, you got a clarity in mind, you got the idea of how this blank chart is working. Okay. Secondly, for example, like I will be sharing one more example now to make it more clear about blank chart. See, for example, Aries sign. Okay. Aries sign shows something new, that something new is going to begin. Which book tells this technique? Okay, the book of Shankar Advalji. Shankar Advalji is a big name in astrology. If you have not read his books, then you have not read anything. Okay, he is a very big name. You just Google him, you will get to know who he is actually. And he is the son of legendary Bhrigu astrologer K.C. Saxena ji. So Shankar Advalji has written one of the books where he has talked about the Rashi and the houses and the planet signification, the basics. Okay, in that book, while writing about Aries Rashi, he wrote that this Rashi shows new beginnings. Very, very clearly is written in the very first line, I remember. I just read it yesterday itself. That Aries shows new beginnings. Now, whichever house Aries Rashi goes will show that you will begin something new there. For example, 10th house is Aries Rashi. 10th house is the house of career. 10th house is the house of profession, job. 10th house, ages for 10th house using BCP, Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati. This is one of the variations I am sharing today. Is 22 running, 34 running. So you can make a blank chart prediction for a Cancer ascendant person, okay, using only the Rashi and the BCP Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati, and you can predict that 22 running and 34 running. 22 running and 34 running, you started something new in the career, you started something new in the profession, or you may have got a new job. Test it out on several charts. Okay. Similarly, Pisces is the Lagna. Gemini sign shows changes because 8th house is the house of transformation and change. All of you know, it's the very basic thing. 8th from 8th is the third house of change, and third house mainly shows change of residence. It's the technique of Ken Raoji. He has been using this since very long. Now Gemini sign shows change of residence or change. Pisces is the Lagna, 4th house of vehicle, 4th house of houses, 4th house of home has a Gemini sign of change. The 4th house ages are 4 running, 16 running, 28 running, okay, 40 running. You can make a blank chart prediction to a Pisces Lagna person that in one of the ages out of 4 running, 16 running, 28 running and 40 running, especially the 28 running. Main focus is on 28 running. What is the reason? I will share it some other day. That at this age, you change your house, you move into a new house, or you change your vehicle, you bought a new vehicle. Okay, this is the particular age you will be buying it. See, you can make a stunning blank chart prediction to a Pisces Lagna people. Stunning blank chart. 28 running is the age you will change your house. 28 running is the age you will change your vehicle. One of the other thing will happen for sure. So can you see how by using a signification of a Rashi, a very small signification, you are making such a stunning prediction. The Gemini is the Lagna, third house is Leo Rashi, 101% in the neighborhood there is a government office or there is a government school or a high government official, high profile government official is living there within 100 meter. I can guarantee you this thing. Gemini is the Lagna, third house is Leo Rashi, a government institution, government school or a government official, high ranking official is living there in the neighborhood within 100 meter area. Test it out. Are you getting it? Similarly, Gemini is the Lagna, 7th house is having Sagittarius Rashi. After marriage, person can go abroad, or after marriage, person can go to a foreign country to travel. Because 7th house is the house of marriage. As soon as marriage will happen, 7th house will get activated. It has Sagittarius Rashi of foreign. So this person can travel to a foreign country after marriage. Are you getting it? Similarly, for Scorpio Lagna, Libra is in the 12th house. So after marriage, there can be a big expense, there can be a big loss, or you can shift to abroad, to foreign, because Libra is there in the 12th. See, it's all about your creativity now. Okay. I shared as much as I could. Okay. Now it's all your creativity. It all depends. Ultimate thing is how much you know about Rashi, planets and houses. Read the book of Shankar Advalji on signs. Okay. That book is the best on Rashi, I found out. Read that book, Secrets of Kalpurush, revealed by Rakesh Horaji. Okay, read all these books. Keep reading the classics. Note down the signification of houses, Rashis, and mix them and make a blank chart prediction. Apply BCP to it and time the event to the year. See, this BCP was another variation which I have kept for second lecture, but I thought that I should give it today. So this was the very first video of our blank chart series. Very first video of a blank chart series. The second video will also be on blank chart, I think. Okay. So similarly, I will do 10 videos on it with 10 variations of blank chart. Two variations I taught today. The basic one and then the BCP combined to time the events to the year, exact year. Now rest of the variation will come with the time. Okay. Till then, practice this. This is the ultimate thing. Okay. And I hope you like the video. If you like, then please like, share and subscribe. If not, then you are free to leave the channel. That's not an issue. Okay. Bye.